Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how you can find keywords that customers are actually typing into Amazon, how you can learn more information about your competitors and their sales, how to discover best-selling book categories in a matter of seconds, and how to find profitable keywords fast for your Amazon ads. Now, what am I talking about exactly? Well, what I'm talking about is one of my most favorite tools when it comes to publishing on Amazon KDP, and that is Publisher Rocket. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a competitive advantage against your competitors by using this tool. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get started. So here we are in the actual tool, and as you can see, there are 5 features of Publisher Rocket. The first one is the keyword research, and then you have your competition analyzer, your category search, your AMS keyword search, as well as a tutorials feature. So we're going to go through each one of these one by one so I can show you how each feature works. So the first one, and probably where you're going to spend the most amount of time on, will be under keyword search. So once we go into keyword search, you can see that it's asking to type in a general idea or phrase so that Publisher Rocket can find more keywords. You can go by books, by Kindle only, or Audible only, but we're just going to leave this on books. So let's go ahead and search something broad like activity book for kids. So as you can see, there are a bunch of keywords here, as well as some columns here. So for the average pages, this shows the average pages of the top ranking books for a keyword. And then the number of competitors is going to show the number of books that compete for the keyword in Amazon. And then it says, note, Amazon is limiting the number reported to a max of 1,200. So they've adjusted their competition score to reflect this limit. And then average price, which shows the average list price of the top ranking books for a keyword. You have average monthly earnings, which tells you the estimated average monthly earnings of the top books that rank for a certain keyword. And then the next one is the estimated Amazon searches per month, which tells you the estimated number of people who typed in that phrase into Amazon per month. And then the competitive score, which tells you how hard it would be to rank your book for that keyword, 0 being the easiest and 100 being the hardest. So now what you can do is you can go ahead and click on this magnifying glass on each one of these keywords, or whatever keywords that you want to click on. So let's go ahead and do the first one here, activity book for kids. And as you can see, here are all the info that comes up for this particular keyword. You have 144 for the average pages. You have greater than 1,000 competitors. You have the average price of $8. You have the average monthly earnings of the top earning books for this keyword, making about $7,000 per month. And then you have your estimated Amazon searches per month, which is 2,657. And then the competitive score of 89, saying that it's very competitive. And so what you could do is you could go through each one of these keywords like so that you can do research on every single keyword, and then you can start to see which keyword that you can build a book for, or which keyword can possibly get you better sales, better rankings, and better success. Okay, so I went ahead and typed in activity book for kids on Amazon, exactly what we have in Publisher Rocket, and because I just want to show you exactly what Publisher Rocket is doing. So if you look at this list right here, you can see that the exact same list is actually the beginning of this list. And so this is all that Publisher Rocket is doing, is they're grabbing the info straight from Amazon, so it's easier for you. And then while it's here, instead of you having to do the manual work, which for me, I prefer to do the manual work, but this does save you a lot of time because it gives you all the information that you need. And then you can just go ahead and look at every single keyword here until you find something that satisfies your requirements. So for example, we have fun activity books for kids ages 5 to 7. You can see that the average pages is 105, average price is $7, average monthly earnings is 7,280. There's more than 1,000 competitors, but the Amazon searches per month is 616. So Publisher Rocket is saying that it's a great number of searches, and then it's saying that it's a 51, so it's moderately competitive. So this is a keyword that you can decide to enter if you wanted to. And that's what's great about Publisher Rocket, is because it really does save you a lot of time, and you can just do this for a few minutes, you can do this for an hour, and you can start finding keywords that would take you a long time doing manually. Now, if you wanted to do another search, all you have to do is click right here, this orange button, and then you could do another search. So for example, instead of activity book for kids, let's do maze book for kids. And let's see what comes up. So as you can see, it is a smaller list, but if we go ahead and look through here and analyze every single one, you can start to see if there are certain keywords that you want to go after. That's basically this feature of Publisher Rocket. And it really does help you, especially with brainstorming ideas for books that you want to create. Okay, so the next feature of Publisher Rocket is called Competition Analyzer. And this is where we can see our competitors, their books, and the details on a specific book. So if we go ahead and click, it's gonna ask us to type in a keyword here, but you can also do by Kindle only, Audible only. And then you can actually search a specific ASIN or ISBN, but let's go stick with books. And let's type in the keyword that we've been using, which is activity book for kids. And let's see what Publisher Rocket gives us. So here are all the competitors for activity book for kids. We can see that there are a handful of them that Publisher Rocket provides, and then we can also click load more, and then Publisher Rocket will grab more, and then we can just keep clicking and getting more. So here we have competitors' book covers, we have their title, their subtitle. We can see which categories they're using by clicking here. As you can see, these are the two categories that this specific book is using. We can see the author, gives us the age of the book. This is in days. It'll tell us the BSR rank of the book, the number of pages that the book has, and then if the book has a keyword title in the subtitle or the title, the price of the book, the daily sales, as well as the monthly sales of a specific book. So a few things that I really like about this feature is number one, that you can see the book categories right here. So I can click on any random book, click it, and I can see all the categories that it's showing up for. I can see the sales to number one. So basically what this means is how many sales you need per day to get a number one ranking for this category. And then sales to number 10 is the same thing. So this one's saying 27 sales per day to get the number 10 ranking. And then how many publishers are using this keyword. And don't worry, we're going to dive more into the categories feature because it's actually my favorite one. And it's actually going to give you these keywords that are very useful in the 7 back-end keyword slots of your book. Now, the next thing that I like is it tells me the age of the book. So as long as you know how to do a little bit of math, you can divide every single book by 365 days, which is how many days in a year. And so you can basically see how old a given book is. So I like to see books that are fairly new that are ranking well. Basically anything that is a year or less is something that I get interested in. Maybe I should produce a book in this category. Along with that, I like to see the BSR right next to the book. And then the number of pages, because the number of pages is going to tell me if a book is worth it or not. Because if it's over a certain number of pages, it gets too expensive to create because the price has to be really high for you to even make a profit. And so for example, I saw a book here that was just recently listed, Word Search for Kids puzzle book. And as you can see, the age is just under 1 year old. It has a BSR of 1036 and 108 pages, which everything sounds good. But then when you see the price, this is not a price that you can make money with on Amazon KDP. So me knowing this right now will help me when it comes to competing with these type of books. So when I look at this price of $3.99, I immediately know that this publisher is not publishing through Amazon KDP. And so when you have all your competition data right here, you can just click export competition data. You can go ahead and save it, and then it'll come up as a CSV file with all the info that we already see on Publisher Rocket. Now you can see that they have this thing right here called Unleash the Categories. So if we click on it, we can see that these are all the categories that show up for this specific type of book. This helps us sift through all of the categories on Amazon so that we can focus on the ones that really matter to our book. And don't worry, I'm actually going to go through the categories feature right now. So like I said, we're going to go through category search right now. And so when you click, you're going to come up with this list of categories that you can go look through. Now, if you're not familiar, when you're publishing a book on Amazon KDP, they're going to ask you for 3 categories to choose from. And so basically these are the categories that you can choose from, but Publisher Rocket actually has more categories, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So a few things that you can do is that you can go by books by Kindle or by Audible only, but we're going to go ahead and choose books. And then we can enter up here. We can do a search and then it'll start searching and sifting through here, or we can just check out each category. So let's go ahead and check out a specific category and let's go into children's books. So when we're in children's books, you can see all of the categories within children's books. So basically this is how you read this. So right, this column is the actual categories, and then you can see that there are some icons here on the right side of the category. So selectable means that this is a category that you can select on Amazon when you're creating your book. When you're selecting your 3 categories, it means that this category is showing up on Amazon. Now you have these ghost categories. Now these ghost categories are really cool because these ghost categories do not show up on Amazon. And so you can see which ones are ghost categories. Now, Publisher Rocket doesn't actually advise to use ghost categories because it says ghost categories are difficult for shoppers to find and you're not going to get a bestsellers badge for using a ghost category. So basically, if you use a ghost category, it's actually going to use the parent category to rank your book. For example, this ghost category of books, children books, animals, apes and monkeys, fiction, since it's a ghost category, Amazon is going to use this parent category, which is the apes and monkeys, to rank your book and to determine if you're a bestseller within that category. Now you see this sales to number 1. And so this one is very, very useful because you can tell which one of these categories is going to give you the best shot at getting that bestsellers badge. We can see that with this category ending in paper crafts, that you only need 1 sale per day to get the bestsellers badge. Likewise, for something like games, a general category, you need over 1,000 sales per day to get the number 1 rank and the best sellers badge. And then the same goes for the number 10 ranking right here. Now the next column is telling you how many of the publishers are using this category. So this is going to help you because you might want to look for a category that not a lot of publishers are using. So definitely could give you an advantage when it comes to your competitors. And then the great thing about Publisher Rocket is if, for example, let's go ahead and go into activity books right here. We can go into the insights and the keywords. So for insights, we can see the monthly sales of the top 30 bestsellers in this category. And we can see how it fluctuates, basically giving us an insight into this niche and into this category. So as you can see, it even gives you a category overview. So for example, this one has a relatively flat growth and then expect high competition, but it also has a high profit in the top ranking books. And then caution, this category has high variation and only a few bestsellers might be driving its growth and stats. So this is a little bit of insight into this category, into the books in this category, and it might help you stay away from a certain type of book, or it might help you go into a certain type of niche. And then you can also see right here where you can click see related categories, and then it'll give you a bunch of related categories to activity books, as you can see up here. So if we go back, now let's go ahead and click keywords. Now this is what I like, especially with this, because a lot of the time people run out of words to come up with for the 7 boxes on the back end of their listing. And so with this, it'll actually give you these keywords that you can put in those boxes. So for example, with activity books, it tells you crafts for kids, children's activities, educational activities, science experience, basically words that you might have not thought of that customers might be typing when they're looking into this specific type of category. And so this right here, this list is something that you can take advantage of that not a lot of people have access to unless you're a paying member of Publisher Rocket. And it can definitely give you some type of advantage when it comes to ranking your books and outdoing your competitors. Now, the last feature of Publisher Rocket is called AMS Keywords Search, also known as Amazon Ads. And so if we click on it, it's going to ask us to type our keyword. So we can do it by books, Kindle only, Audible only. Let's stick on books and let's continue with our theme of activity book for kids. So here you can see a list of titles and some of them are Amazon suggestions and then the rest are search results for titles of books that are showing up for this specific keyword. And so what you can do is you can go ahead and export this, and when you're doing your Amazon ads, you could target these for your broad, phrase and exact keywords. And then you can also target these ISBNs right here when you're doing your product targeting. So I have this opened up as a CSV, and basically what you could do is you could copy these suggestions like this, just copy it like that. You can go into your Amazon ads, and then when you do your keyword targeting right here, you can enter the list, and then you can just paste it like so, and then add the keywords like that, and then it'll all be right here. And it's as simple as that. And the same goes for when you're doing product targeting. You can go ahead and just grab the ISBNs right here, copy, and then you can go in here, and then you can do individual products. You can enter your list right here, and you can paste it and then target all of these books, and it's right here. That fast, no need to worry, everything is ready. And then finally, you have the tutorials feature. So if you click on tutorials feature, it's just gonna send you to their website so that you can go and learn about everything that you need to learn, even more in depth with all of Publisher Rocket's features. Now, if you're interested in getting Publisher Rocket for yourself, I have the link down below in the description box. So the tool is $97 and you only have to pay one time and you never pay again. There is no monthly subscription or anything like that. I actually bought Publisher Rocket 4 years ago for $97 and I haven't had to pay a single cent, and I get all the updates with it. And if for any reason you're not at all satisfied, there is a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave the link down below. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this tutorial and this review of Publisher Rocket helpful, and hopefully you're able to implement it into your KDP low and medium content publishing. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and let me know what kind of video you want to see me do next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.